Transitioning from arguments to mathematics in economics. In this lecture, we will explore how economics transitions from arguments to mathematics. We will cover various reasoning techniques, models, and their applications, while critically analyzing how mathematics is used in economics. Let's explore these concepts with relatable examples. Deductive and inductive arguments. Let's begin with deductive reasoning. A deductive argument guarantees its conclusion if the premises are true. In other words, when we apply deductive reasoning, the conclusion logically follows from the premises with certainty. For example, imagine that you know two things. First, all apples are fruits. This is your first premise. You also know that Granny Smith is an apple, which gives you your second premise. Now, using deductive reasoning, you can logically conclude that Granny Smith must be a fruit. In other words, if it's true that all apples are fruits, and Granny Smith is indeed an apple, then it's impossible for Granny Smith not to be a fruit. This is the power of deductive reasoning. It guarantees the truth of the conclusion as long as the premises are correct. In a real-life context, think about geometry. We know that all angles in a triangle must add up to 180 degrees. If we are given two angles, say 60 degrees each, we can deduce the third angle must also be 60 degrees. This is a classic example of deductive reasoning, where the conclusion is certain as long as the premises are true. Now, moving on to inductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning, unlike deductive reasoning, suggests conclusions that are probably true based on observations, but the conclusions are not guaranteed. Essentially, inductive reasoning helps us form generalizations, but there's always a degree of uncertainty. For example, let's say every summer we observe that ice cream sales increase. From this, we might conclude that summers cause ice cream sales to rise. However, this conclusion is based on pattern recognition, and while it seems likely, it's not certain because other factors, such as special promotions, could also be influencing the sales. A real-life example of inductive reasoning is seen in weather predictions. If it has rained every afternoon this week, meteorologists might predict rain tomorrow. While this prediction is based on observed patterns, there's still uncertainty involved, which highlights the probabilistic nature of inductive reasoning. In conclusion, deductive reasoning provides certainty when the premises are true, leading to a conclusion that is logically guaranteed. On the other hand, inductive reasoning offers conclusions that are likely, based on observed patterns, but still involve some level of uncertainty. Transitioning from